Welcome back to BassDropProps and to another episode of Into the Build. Today we're taking a deep dive in a past project, the LED Melon Helmet built for Dance Fruits Music. Dance Fruits came to us and said the magic words, bring our concept to life and make it a wow factor. And my first thought was we're going to take as many LEDs as possible and put it in a melon-shaped helmet. And that's exactly what we did. Now if you missed out on the plain version of this helmet, click the link in the description below. That focuses more on the discovery phase, the post-production, and the painting. As with this one, we're focusing more on the electronic side. We did slightly scale this model down from the previous version. In fact, it's still a large print from 16 by 12 by 12 in the space. And we also did add some LED paneling to block out some bleed light from the LEDs on the internal side. Thanks to Marco from Mystery Makers for making it happen in the 3D space. Make sure you check out his Patreon and the link in the description below. For this video, we're starting from the print stage. We decided that one single piece print for a reason, and this was to avoid dark seam lines where the outer shells join together. When light hits those joints, it casts shadow bands, and for that helmet design to have an LED array, any imperfection stands out. Once printed in the white resin, we started sanding, the same wet sanding process as our previous builds. The objective was simple, just remove every print line and surface blemish before moving to paint. With white resin and the internal lighting, every imperfection shows through. Before paint, make sure all dust and debris is gone. The paint job on this was more straightforward, but honestly nerve-wracking. You have to apply even coats across a huge surface. If you get any type of pooling, you could wet sand and repaint it, but under lighting, that area can still show as a blemish. If the imbalance is too noticeable, you actually have to strip the whole helmet and repaint it. But we did use a special translucent paint, which we'll talk about in a later video. If you don't have access to that type of paint, mixing a base coat of bright white into a clear coat can achieve a similar effect with a little extra haze. Both will still work in certain situations. We sealed the helmet off with a Nason 2K clear. That layer added a UV protection and strong surface protection against unwanted scratches. Now for the main challenge, which was the 4700 LEDs. Every strip was actually hand soldered, wired into a daisy chain formation, and embedded into the melon's rind and panel system. We used 100 pixel per meter strips, each pixel 5 by 5 millimeters square, running at 5 volts. Since the strips were soldered in sequence, we power injected where needed across multiple points to prevent voltage drop. With this many LEDs, a multimeter becomes your best friend. After a few long runs, voltage drop is inevitable. Proper grounding and power injection keep each pixel bright and consistent. Control system, we ran 2 modded K1000 controllers using a custom case and daisy chained along for better mapping. Once the LED arrays were locked in, we did test the voltage draws, temperature, and performance time across key brightness levels. Different colors draw different power. White runs hot, red stays cool, mixed colors sort of fall in between. The front of the helmet includes perforated eyes and mouth inserts allowing visibility and airflow. The melon seeds visible on the front panel were originally printed in white, but switched to black later during the final assembly for better contrast. The LEDs adhere to the 3D printed panel, which lock into the interior front, back, and top sections. A series of U-shaped support bands apply pressure evenly to hold the displays in place. Between the LED displays and the Rind LEDs, we added a 3D printed TPU light blocking wall to eliminate any type of bleed through inside the helmet. After hours of testing and refining, we turned it on and watched all 4700 LEDs light up the entire shell in a synchronized motion. Front to back, the visuals created a 3D motion effect which wrapped the entire helmet in light. And that's it. From concept to the 3D print to the full LED array, the LED Melon Helmet for Dance Fruits Music came to life. If you want to follow more of that helmet's journey, follow Dance Fruits on their social. But thanks for sticking with us to the full Into the Build. If you like what you saw, feel free to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow makers, your artists, and performers. But until next time, keep building, keep creating, and we'll see you on the next one.